Hello, everyone, and good morning. It is Self-Care Saturday here at Life of Joy Foundation, and I am just so excited to welcome you. I'm Joy Cortina. I'm the founder and executive director here at Life of Joy, and I have here with me our first presenter, our first community partner, wellness practitioner that is going to be kicking off our Life of Joy Builder series, our event series for our Spring Rise Up campaign for a breath of wellness. This is going to be a breathwork session for anxiety relief next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And Erin, I am just so excited to have you back. We had you last year for our very first Builder series. And I just want to thank you so much for coming back by popular demand to do this breathwork session with us. And for those of you who don't know about our Builder series, this is an online series of events that we put together to help tackle anxiety and depression head on and to help our community rise up in mind, body, and spirit. And I think we all need a little bit of that, or a lot of that. And so this is our first session that we're going to be doing next Saturday. So Erin, welcome back.
Thank you, Joy. What an honor. It feels just as it did last year, just the excitement and the love to be able to share just the gift of breath, even given after the 365 days that we've just had, right? With the fear of taking a breath, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I just think of how fitting this is, with the pandemic and just everything that we've been through as a community, as a society, this last year. It's the kind of thing where people are, having anxiety, even if they weren't normally one to struggle with that before. And for those that, did previously have an ongoing mental health struggle or anxiety or depression struggle, it's just only heightened. And so, and yet we have a hope here, right, at Life of Joy that we can rise up, through that, even in the midst of it. And so, so tell us a little bit, tell our people a little bit about yourself. You're a certified breathwork practitioner. So what's your background a little bit, and what is this session going to be about, and who is it going to be good for?
Okay, absolutely. So I kind of fell into this field because I needed support myself, right? I think we all find our healing modalities because we needed the healing modality ourselves. And through a lot of trauma and a lot of denial, I was blessed with the gift of breath over a decade ago. And so I was self-taught. I'm a self-taught meditator. Back before Google had, YouTube videos. I suffer from TMJ. As a woman of severe anxiety and a troubling childhood, I grew up with a lot of tension and a lot of pressure in my jaw. And because of that, I lost hearing in my left ear. And meditation and breathing was the way that I knew how to help myself, because as a 20-something, I couldn't afford what their offering was. So I had to find something more holistic. That I just really grabbed on to how it helped me survive pain, suffering, and helped to manage my own anxiety. So I went into different curriculums. I went and got a master's degree in integrative health and coaching. I received a international certification in consciousness, presence, and breath work. I actually have two certifications, one in rebirthing and one in breath therapy, because they're both so important. One is to understand our traumas and where we come from, and the other is to help us live functionally in our breath in today's world. So I use both of them for my practice, and I teach them to whoever is ready to listen, because we don't find breathwork finds us. So my background came from personal experience, and I dove into curriculum. I dove into, teach me more so that I can teach others. So my mission with A Breath of Wellness, which, Joy, thank you for, titling it what it is. We are taking a breath of wellness, and my mission is to share a little bit of how we can breathe in a functional way and how we can breathe in a way to connect ourselves back to ourselves. I think for the last 365 days, we've been in shock, we've been in denial, we've been in anger, and we've been scared to breathe, right? If I take a breath, am I going to get this thing? So we've all been kind of taking the breath in unconsciously and holding that anger and that frustration, and now it's time to exhale. So we're really going to focus on the exhalation. We're going to focus on the let me let go of what I think I need to know and what I think I need to be, so that way I can just enjoy the flow of this next 24 hours or the next 365 days. Because that's really what mental illness was for me. It's about being in the fear of yesterday or the anxiety of tomorrow. And so if we live in the mental wellness, which is right here, right now, a lot of times we don't really appreciate the exhale. It's all about take the deep breath, take the deep breath. But we've been breathing in for so long, for so hard, right? Take the breath, that sometimes it's really nice to hear, you can let the air out of your body now. Mm-hmm. It's okay to exhale. And I think even with, we don't go into political conversation, but I think back in February, even last year, the end of November, a lot of our country exhaled, regardless of who is in office. We just had the shift and the change. And I think that's what COVID is offering us now in the spring, 365 degrees, 365 days later, we finally have this new shift. So we can take what we learned, we can take how we were trapped in our own homes, we were trapped in our own bodies, and we were trapped in our own breath. And now we're starting to let go. We're walking into spring, we're outdoors, we're able to exhale. So that's a little bit about what I'm going to shoot for next week when we all come together and really exhale, because that's what I'd like to offer us all. The ability to just drop our shoulders, soften our hearts, feel our feet on the floor, and to actually empty our bodies from everything we've been holding on to.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so refreshing and restorative. And, I know specifically for those that do struggle with anxiety, this is going to be extremely helpful. And yet I feel like it's something, that is going to be therapeutic, not just for those that have that deeper struggle with anxiety and depression and other, mental health struggles, but also for just those who are just dealing with that general sense of anxiety, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And anxiety is only a fraction of what we experience. There's a whole plethora of people too that on any given day, they're feeling great. Even though we have anxiety, I know for me, I have deep, GAD, generalized anxiety disorder, as the book tells me that I have. But a lot of the days I feel good. I feel alive, and I don't think we honor that practice enough either. So whether you're coming to the session, feeling defeated, or whether you're coming to the session feeling like you're on top of the world, we can really navigate both ends of the spectrum, because this very same breath, the very same inhale, the very same exhale will heal not only the anxious feeling that we have, but it will also elevate the joy that we are experiencing. So, I like to say, I don't want to just tailor it to, those of us that struggle, because yes, it is absolutely for that, but it's also for those of us who are thriving, that we can use the breath to just elevate even higher and really get present with that enjoying sensation of, I'm okay today. Because I don't think we celebrate that enough, right? We always are celebrating, that we need to feel better. But we don't celebrate enough that we feel okay and that we can enjoy that.
Yeah, so really, really hitting it from both ends of the spectrum. I love that.
Absolutely.
Well, gosh, I can't wait. And so it's 10 a.m. Next Saturday, the 17th, you guys. And we have an Eventbrite link here, and there's a Facebook event. So feel free to share that around with others that you think might benefit. And this is donation based. So, by all means, if you just don't have the ability to give anything right now, we welcome you with open arms. We want you to come for renewal. But if you are in the position to give, our suggested donation is $20 for this event. And you can choose either option when you register. but definitely register so you can get event access. And there's some other helpful tips for joining on next Saturday. And those donations, just so you guys know, go to our Spring Rise Up campaign, which just helps to further advance our mission here at Life of Joy for holistic mental health and suicide prevention. So I want to thank you, Erin, again so much for coming back with us. And just any final last tips for the session next week as people register, get prepared for that?
I always like to offer the opportunity to drop into what you want to breathe into. So try to think bigger beyond your anxiety. What is it that you really want to know about yourself? And bring that curiosity to the session so that way you have a specialized intention. I mean, I will offer an intention and a theme for the session, of course, but it's about personalization. It's about you. It's about what this is going to help you to do. So just kind of settle into, what's your question and bring that with you. Other than that, I look forward to being with you next week.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next Saturday. Have a blessed day, everybody.